During this video, you are going to learn why most salespeople make a rookie mistake that make people run a mile rather than come towards them. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to avoid doing that so that you can attract more people to buy from you. My name is Justin James. Welcome to my channel. As always, if you're new to us, welcome to our family. Listen, I've taken what I used to do as a psychiatric nurse back in the days when I used to help patients take their medication when they were hearing voices, the power of persuasion, influence, communication, and brought it right here into sales. And over the last decade, by doing that, that has allowed me to personally close over 22 million in deals myself. And my clients have gone on to generate over 200 million and growing using these specific techniques that I call my invisible sales method. And right now, I want to share some of this stuff with you. Because right now, if you're new to sales, you're already in sales, you're a seasoned vet, doesn't matter where you are, we never stop learning. And I hope some of the stuff that I've been using will allow you to sell more ethically, to allow you to sell more effortlessly, and also allow you to serve more people because you've got great products and services that people actually need. So look, when I'm talking to you right now, when I say already in sales, someone who's a business owner, someone who's selling their products and services, or someone who's already in sales in terms of working in sales as a rep or an organization, it doesn't matter where you are. The stuff that I'm sharing with you will massively help you generate more sales without coming across salesy or needing any flipping scripts. So let's get stuck into this particular one. What do I mean when salespeople are repelling people? Well, first of all, it's an identity thing. Yes, you are a sales professional. You have to understand, as a business owner, you do need to take on the identity of being a sales professional. If you're already in sales, then you should already have the identity as a sales professional. If you don't, then that's a whole different story, right? Here's the problem though. This is the conundrum. You absolutely must, deep down in your soul, deep down in your heart, you must identify as a sales professional because that's what you are at the core. If you're in business, you are a salesperson first and foremost, because if you don't sell anyone on your product or service, if you don't sell your team on your vision, then you are out of business. Okay, so you have to be primarily a sales professional. But the conundrum is, if you go and approach people like a salesperson, you won't get any deals. So here's what you need to do instead. You cannot identify in front of the prospect as a sales professional. You must identify as a sales professional in your own heart, in your own mind, in the back of your own head, not externally. Externally, you need to come from a place of influence and service. You need to be able to influence the prospect to allow them to make better choices. Because at the end of the day, you can't arm wrestle people into buying from you. Well, technically you can force people to buy, but then they have buyer's remorse, they ask for a refund, and then they feel really, really crap after doing it, right? So you don't want to do that. But what you want to do is influence people to make better decisions and own the decision of buying from you. I always say to people, stop selling to people and help them to buy instead. So what can you do to start influencing people more? Because when you influence people more, they actually follow instructions and they do better things. The second thing that you need to do is come from a place of service. Now, unfortunately, and this sucks, and I am on a mission to make sales great again. However, it's even hard work for me. It doesn't matter what industry you go to. There's always going to be salespeople who don't come from a place of service. They come from a place of selfishness. They're looking at what's in it for me. What can I say to close this deal? What can I say to get this person over the line? I don't care about them. I care about me. I care about my commission. I care about the money. I care about making the bank. Great. We all do. We all do. But that energy is whack and it's not going to get you anywhere. If you really want to nail it in your business or as a sales professional, you must come from a place of influence and a place of service. So what can you do to help this person? You see, when you sit back into a place of service, when you sit back into a place of influence, asking the person the right questions so you can steer them to the right decision, help them close themselves. Help them see the error of their ways if they continue doing what they're doing right now. Show them your heart. Show them that you genuinely care. Guess what starts to happen? They don't see you as a salesperson. And in that moment, they see you as someone who wants to help and someone who genuinely cares. And when you make that shift, selling becomes easy. It becomes effortless. Do you know how many people I've sat with and sold to. And they didn't even know I was selling to them because I wasn't selling to them. I wasn't. I was asking them real life questions. I was genuinely concerned about them. I wanted to help them. Please understand something. I used to be a nurse. You can take me out of nursing, but you can't take the nurse out of me. When I sit with someone and I talk to them and I really establish what the problem is, I want to know, how is this bothering them? How is this hurting them? How is this causing them pain? Because if I can diagnose the problem, I can prescribe a solution, and I know my stuff works. For the right person with the right problem, my stuff works all day long. I have people making money in as little as 6 hours after speaking to me. My stuff works, and I know that. And I'm going to do everything I can to serve this person that I'm speaking to, because at the end of the day, I am not selling crap. I have a product, I have a service that solves expensive problems for people. So I'm going to do everything I can to make sure this person gets the right solution. That also means, hear me out, that also means I know when to tell people it's not for them. That's an act of service too. I am not that guy who's just going to sell to anyone who's got a pulse and a checkbook, which is what a lot of people do. I'm not that guy, because now you're just forcing people into your product or service. Now, this one's really important for those of you who are independent salespeople, those of you who are stay-at-home, independent closers, closing from different parts of the world, all those kind of people. You need to stop doing this. You need to stop closing people just because you want that commission. Because at the end of the day, if you're an independent closer, you're selling someone else's product or service, you've got zero delivery on the back end, you just collect a commission check and it's over to the service provider to deliver. If you sell to someone who actually isn't a good fit for that service provider, it's going to cause the service provider problems. They're going to come back to you and go, why did you sell to this person? This person's going to get upset and ask for a refund. That means they're going to have to cut your commissions and it's back to square one again. And it's just not a good place to be. So it's actually a false economy. So you also need to know when to tell people this isn't for you. And that only happens when you stop being a salesperson in front of the prospect. Yes, in your heart, in your mind, you have to identify as a sales professional. You must. Otherwise, you're not going to be in business. In front of the prospect, you don't do that. You lean back, you tell yourself, hey, listen, I'm going to do everything I can to influence these people, help them make better decisions, and I'm going to come from a place of service. What can I do for them? How can I help them? What pain are they in right now that I can help them overcome? And when you start doing this, everything starts to change. It's like sitting with your best friend and they're struggling with a problem right now. You'll do everything you can to help them. You'll come with compassion. You'll show heart. You won't be looking at a script. You'll be calibrating on their body language. You'll be looking at them. You'll be listening with intent, listening to their answers. What are they actually saying so that I can respond accordingly, not try and figure out which part of the script are they in. Listen, if you want to learn this stuff and absolutely smash it, just comment the word invisible down below and I'll send you some free stuff so you can get to know how powerful these persuasion techniques are and get how powerful my invisible sales method actually is. This is game changing, guys. I'm not teaching you what to say. I'm teaching you how to think so you know what to say. Because everything I teach you is logic. But the problem with most people is that they're stuck in their head, they're overanalyzing, they're overthinking, they're trying to memorize scripts and they're wondering why people aren't buying from them. Look, stop being salesy, stop being the douchebag that everybody thinks salespeople are, and start leaning into influence and service and watch how your sales absolutely transform. So like I said, listen, if you want some more help with this, I'd love to open up my books to show you how this stuff works. But look, if you want to take some no-risk trials, I have some free stuff that will blow you away. From books to webinars to free trainings, you name it, I will give you some fantastic stuff that you'd normally have to pay people for free. And the reason why I want to give you that stuff is so that I can earn the right to mentor you later on. Because with the free stuff that I give you, it will blow you away and you'll get results with it, which will make you think, hey, hang on, if that's what I got for free from Jess, what would happen if I actually invested in him one day? That's the golden nugget for me. I want you to get so much value from me upfront at no cost to you that it makes you go, hey, if that's what I got for free, what would happen if I come and hung out with this guy? So if you want some free stuff, to massively boost your sales right now, just comment the word invisible down below, or there may be a link in the description that you can click onto and you can go and grab some free stuff that will massively help your sales. So hope you enjoyed this episode. Make sure you like, subscribe, leave us a comment, and hit that notification bell as well so you get notified every single time I drop new content. And until the next video, I wish you all the wealth, health, success, and happiness that you truly, truly deserve.